Hi, everyone. All right, so I'm doing a chart, and as I was doing it, it actually didn't make sense why he got in trouble, etc., etc. And it was actually the day. So this is him. He's actually in Earth. You can see there's 3 ticks there. So he's pretty strong Earth. Plus, he's got resources, knowledge, ideas that actually nourish him. He's also got expression. And so his expression is the metal here. There's ticks in that already. Even if there weren't any ticks in this, there's plenty of earth there to push it. He's got money. It's only 1 tick, but that it's there. It's money. And power. The power is also one tick. So from in his chart, when I looked at his birth date, he is earth on earth. So this earth is quite strong. This earth is not malicious. They're not. This earth is like there's a million things going on at once for them, that kind of thing. And so this earth is also the doctor, the social worker, the nurse, the carer, the nurturer, that kind of it. So for this person to be this way, what went wrong? And it went wrong on when there were charges in 2010. So the 2010, the year was a tiger. That wasn't the issue here. What was on that day at that hour at 9:30 a.m. in London, he was arrested, and that's when it went pear-shaped. If it was a different hour, it may have helped him a little bit, but it was this particular hour, that 9:30 a.m. for him, with all this going on. So what is going on here? So what happens here is this is his power. This is his money. This is his power. And this is his resources, his support. The support, this is what we call a third party harm. So that third party harm in the luck pillar he's in from 39 to 49 is when it actually happened. Exactly the beginning of this. Well, just before this started. Okay, so it's called a harm. So the harm means a third party did this. Who is the third party? I'm not going to. I've looked at her chart. She's up shit creek without a paddle, basically. Name is now Chelsea Manning. It was Bradley Manning. Now a trans woman is Chelsea Manning. It was a US soldier that was court-martialed for giving him the information. Okay. And that person is penalty, penalty, penalty. Anything they do ends up, it's also third party harm. So they involve others in whatever they're doing. So steer clear away from that person. Anyway, so for him, what is happening here is he has children, but he doesn't see his children, and I had to see why. So when I got the hour, which is children, it shows me why. Okay, so not only was there a third party, which is a harm, then we have these two here, which is a penalty. He didn't see the slap in the face and the punch in the gut coming, or the knee to the head. That's a penalty, right? It all happens in one go. He didn't. This is the horse and the rat. Again, that's a challenge. The pig and the snake, that's a challenge. And in his hour, although this ox is in harmony with this tiger, it is not with the rat. Again, third party. Here, because the hour is children, that then tells me he's not available. Hence, he's locked up and he doesn't get to see his children, even from birth, I guess. So, yes, he does have children. Then at 49, which actually came in 2020, this is the ox. So this makes this worse, right? Because it's already in the chart. So from 49, is he going to get a break? He should have actually got the break this year. because when you are strong, you need exhausting. So expression, metal is favorable, water is favorable, wood is favorable. And that's what 2020 is, water and wood. And 2023 is also water and wood. So he should have already got the break. He should have got the break also. 2020 was metal and water. So what is going on in that? It would be somebody else doing this, okay? Not him, but it becomes on him. All right. So because the earth is not favorable, so somebody might be saying, all right, let's pardon him, let's this, let's that. But then the earth comes in, and that is January, April, July, October, and it makes more trouble for him. So it's kind of like every third month brings him a challenge. Yeah. So the thing is, this earth, um, they're very fertile. So, and I think that's what people can see, that he can just ruin you like that if he wanted to. Hence, he's locked up. No one's pardoning him. No one's allowing him out. No one's this. What this is also saying in this time period is this is exactly him. This is him, the day he is born, for 10 years in his 10-year luck pillar, which started at 2020. So I believe from elementally what the chart is saying is, yes, he is locked up. He's supposed to be in maximum security, I think, in London. He is locked up, but he's not really locked up. People like him, followers, people like him rubbing shoulders. Yeah. So I still believe that information is still going somewhere, even though he is locked up. All right, because that's what the chart says. So then here, yes, the ox is in clash with the goat. Slim chance of seeing the kids unless certain month comes in and it helps him. This is also with this horse is a third party. So there's always a third party. And the third party is what's causing everything in his chart. So the guy needs to work on his own and not work with somebody else. Otherwise, this will just keep happening. Because if I look at his chart, for instance, let's say December comes along, third party. Let's say June comes along, third party. June comes along, still June and December, clash and a penalty. November comes along, penalty. May comes along, clash. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, it's very challenging, his chart. So he's always been out of the box and fertile. He can make anything work. So is he locked up? The chart tells yes, he's not going to see people like himself, but there are plenty of people like himself working just as hard as he is. So don't be surprised what happens soon. All right. So for the next 2 years, there is money there. I know you don't get paid locked up. There is money there and there is power there. The power, though, is on the bottom, so it's hidden. We don't get to see it. We get to see the money, but obviously we're not also at the moment. So very weird the way the chart is panning out. When 2024 comes along, 2024 is like the years he was granted asylum and then it was pulled out under him. So that kind of thing. Who? I don't know, but he has power and he has the gate of heaven open in 2024. Actually, it all happened before 2024 because it's Yang. Yang comes in earlier. So don't be surprised what happens. Yep. All right. So there you go. For those that were asking.